Andy, it's a hell of a way to end the season. I'd imagine for yourself and the players there's almost a feeling of emptiness with a result like that.
Yeah, I always remember Dennis Pagan saying, draws are a bit like dancing with your sister. That's always stuck in my mind whenever I see someone's had a draw. But yeah, it is a really hollow feeling, and it would have left a really nice taste in our mouth to finish the season on a win against a good team. But unfortunately, it's certainly better than a loss. So I think we're on the right track, and we're certainly playing good enough footy.
It was a funny game. I mean, the team started so well, were clawed back, and for a period there, I guess a few watching on might have thought it could be a blowout, and yet the team really showed resolve to get back into the game and, with a bit of luck, almost pinch it.
Yeah, we had some fantastic performances from a few guys that, when the game was in the balance, they really lifted to another level. Gibber and Juddy, although Tommy Bell was giving us lots of run, and his attack on the ball was great. Matty Watson, we had enough guys, grit their teeth that it sort of turned the tide of the game, which was really encouraging. It's a really difficult thing, difficult measure of a team is when things aren't going great, whether you can bounce back, and I'm confident we've got that.
You yourself did the job on Jobe, had a great tussle with him today, and I thought you came out on top, no problem. It's been a tough year for yourself in many respects, with having to battle injury, overcome it. You've got through all that. How's the body now?
Look, it's not too bad. Missing those 7 or 8 games, I think I missed. I probably don't feel that absolute wear and tear that I would have if I had an extra, 7 or 8 games. But I think I've worked out a good preparation to play, and hopefully with a steady pre-season, I'm going to be right to go early on next year. So that's my goal.
How have you assessed the season from the team's perspective, Andrew?
Oh, look, it goes without saying, we've had some really disappointing losses and some games we really should have won. But I think overall, looking back to where we were last year compared to where we are this year and the growth we've had from certain guys, I think we are in a better position. That sounds funny to say, even though we played finals last year, but I think with a big pre-season and those guys, those first and second and third year guys with more games under their belt, we're going to be in a good position. So, a disappointing result overall, but I think we're in a better position than we were last year. What's
the plan for you going forward? Do you have to undergo the knife at all, face surgery? Are you going away? What is the plan?
I'm going to duck off for a couple of weeks up to Queensland, but luckily at this point I've avoided any surgery, so I'll be able to get off my legs for a month or so, and then start to grind back into it. It's not often you get to this time of year and you're looking forward to pre-season, but I really am looking forward to the work, and I'm just looking forward to getting back to training already, and whilst also keeping one eye on a good break and spending some time with my family.
You've always been mindful of the Carlton supporters. You yourself were a supporter once as a young kid. To the supporters watching on, what would you say in terms of expectations for next year, given the way the team has really finished off this season?
Look, the only thing I'll say is, supporters see what they see on the ground, but I'm trying to take an objective view and say that what I'm feeling on the inside of the club and the culture that we're building, we are in a much better position than we are last year. And I know supporters, they want to see results, they want to see runs on the board. So, I feel like we're building that sort of team camaraderie and playing the right way. Now it's just time to get those results in those games. We're the supporters and we expect. So, from the inside, talking out to them, I'd just say, look, I honestly feel like we are in a better position than we were last year. And, then it's up to us to get the runs on the board early on next year and not start the season Norton 3 or Norton 4. We really have to get off to a good start. And, Port Adelaide are a testament to that. You start the season well, and then you have a low patch through the middle of the year. You can afford to lose 2 or 3 games and it doesn't really hurt you. Whereas starting Norton 4 and then we drop a couple in the middle of the year, suddenly you really are playing catch up. So it's up to us to just get off to a great start.
Good note to end this interview on, Eddie. Thanks a lot. Rest up and all the best for 2015.
No worries. Thanks, Beast.